this feels like this is all in for this year. We talk about, the last dance gets used too much, but the Bengals are set up on offense for one final year to have this push. T. Higgins is still there. They've still got Jamar Chase. We've seen they've acquired some additional running back help in Zach Moss, and obviously got Chase Brown as well. And then they've added maybe one of the most exciting rookies in the draft. Yes, he fell, but that's because he's off-field concerns. Do you think that this offense could be the best Bengals offense we've seen since Joe Burrow was drafted?
It kind of has to be because of reasons you outlined. Like, the Bengals are all in now. They reached the Super Bowl and they failed there. And failing at the Super Bowl, it counts for absolutely nothing. That's a lost season. You didn't win anything. 15 years from now, so many people aren't going to remember the fact that you had a great playoff run. This year, because they finished fourth in the AFC North, they have the sixth easiest strength of schedule, according to Sharp Football. So the NFL is making it easier for them to bounce back. They've kept T. Higgins. It doesn't sound like the Bengals ever really tried too hard to get a contract offer over the line with him. But it makes sense for him. Like, T. Higgins can go back to the Bengals, who look to be competitive, as long as Joe Burrow is healthy, and then he can cash into a massive level next year. If he'd hit the free agent market this year after being injured last year, then it probably wouldn't have been quite as good as it could be if he has another good year. You look at everything else that's going for this offense. Their offensive line is expected to be a top 12 unit. They've got Mike Gesicki brought into the tight end room, who at this point isn't going to develop into the guy who can be truly elite, but he can be a solid role player. He's still got a couple of million on his contract. And when you look at that tight end room, there's a few different types of players who can be role players, so they can piece that together. They've got Jermaine Burton, who, yes, there's character concerns about him coming out of college, but there's definitely upside too. Zach Moss, fresh off almost 1,000 all-purpose yards last year. And then you throw in the fact that this Bengals defense last year was really bad. They allowed the second most passing plays of 20 yards or more at 65. They allowed the fourth most runs of 20 yards or more at 17. So I don't think signing Geno Stone from the Ravens, who had a great year for interceptions, but otherwise couldn't get onto the field all the time, I don't think that's going to solve everything. Yes, they signed Sheldon Rankings, but they also lost DJ Reader. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts. I think that this defense is going to be a sieve at times, and that's going to allow for massive shootouts. And that's exactly what we want for fantasy football.
Yeah, absolutely. When the answer is signing the third safety from the Ravens and bringing back Von Bell, who you let walk 2 years ago, I'm not sure it's expecting massive returns on the defense. I really think this is one of those offenses that you just want a piece of. Whatever draft it is, I think it's going to put up points. I love the value you can get on Jermaine Burton right now because, yes, T. Higgins is in that contract year, and if he gets a little knock, are we going to see him kind of sit and rest up and wait till he's fully healthy to come back? But give me all the Joe Burrow, give me all the Jamar Chase, and you know that I love Zach Moss and Chase Brown. So yeah, love this offense and think it has absolutely massive league winning potential.
If you're finding our stuff for the first time, hit that subscribe button down below. We're closing in on 2,500 subscribers. We got loads of redraft content coming to you, at least 2 best ball streams a week, and Rich's Dynasty content is all year round.